You touched on the gender disparity, Bruna, and I just want to ask you guys to talk about it a little bit. Where are we going with it? Where do you see it in terms of where we've been over the course of the last few years, and where you see the future in front of the camera, behind the in front and behind the camera in terms of gender disparity?
I mean, we have a long way to go, obviously. Like, you just have to look at the figures, and we are just,
And I feel like it
so
starts very, very young.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
we
what we
start talking about
classroom.
women who are writers and women who are directors and VPs not getting those critical internships when they're 18, 19, 20, 21. I mean, just looking around, I'm standing on film sets, like looking for the female interns, the Latin American interns. We had when we were doing Hot Pursuit, we were looking for Latin American writers. I mean, it was so hard to find a Latin American comedy writer. I'm calling everybody who runs a TV show, this one, that. But we need to develop the talent when they're 18, 19 years old, and that responsibility is on people like us, our companies, other people in this audience, their companies. Let's find these young women. The best way to learn how to make a movie or a television show is to be standing on set. It is. I mean, I love film school. It's amazing. I didn't go to film school, but I feel like it's a great opportunity. But the greatest thing that you can do is give somebody a hand and say, hey, just come stand with me on a movie set, even if it's for 2 weeks. And this is what that person does, and this is what that person does, and this is, and this thing is young girls. And the thing is, too, I notice with young girls, because I have a teenage daughter, they don't raise their hand, they don't volunteer. For some reason, that's seen as aggressive or, thinking that you're something you're not. Well, say to that 16-year-old, 18-year-old girl, hey, I really need help this summer. Do you mind coming helping me? And the more you empower them, and I don't know what that cultural shift that needs to change. I just know that we are actively pursuing, interns who can come and help us out. And there's actually a lot of wonderful companies that will help, try and salary some of these interns so that they can actually afford to help you out. Great companies and programs. So I think that's where it starts. Young talent. Telling them they can do it. You can do it. I'm going to help you. I'm going to stand next to you. I don't want anything from you, but I'm going to help you. Because it's that important and critical for them to know that their stories matter. Their lives matter. We want to know more about Latin American lives, They're showing up and seeing movies, but not a lot of people making movies for them or developing movies for them. So that has been really important for us, too.